Hello, in this video I want to show you how you can speed up calculations in VieVS. Let's assume you want to process the Con17XA network. So you can go to File, Set Input File and load the process list we have generated in the last video. Additionally, I want to use some specific parameters, so I can load the parameters I want to use. In this example, I will simply want to use these parameters, which we often use in analyzing geodetic VLBI sessions. Next, I will go to Run Options and add a subdirectory name for my processing. For example, Con17XA. If I now click on Save and Run, it will go through all the sessions one by one and analyze every session individually. To speed things up, I can use the parallel processing tool in VieVS, but you will need the parallel processing toolbox of MATLAB. By simply checking this checkbox, the parallel processing is enabled. Another tip is that you can uncheck this checkbox down here. If this is checked, then VieVS will stop immediately if an error occurred. But oftentimes you don't want that. Oftentimes it's better that it will just continue with all the other sessions, and at the end it will print out all the sessions that led to an error. And you can investigate these sessions then. If I now click on Save and Run, first of all, MATLAB is starting a parallel processing tool. You can see that we are currently running 12 workers, meaning that 12 sessions will be analyzed in parallel. You can also see that the output in the MATLAB command window is disarranged now, which makes it a lot harder to follow what's going on, but the processing is roughly 12 times faster. Next, you can notice that sometimes very big numbers appear in the command window. This will give you an idea which session is currently processed or was already finished processing. For example, here was 4 out of 15, 6 out of 15. Additionally, you get a small wait bar which estimates how long it will take to finish the processing. In this example, it will guess that it roughly takes 1 more minute until all 15 sessions are analyzed. Now, the parallel processing finished, and there were no errors with any sessions. It took roughly 200 seconds to analyze the 15 sessions. We can now have a look at the result and again maybe plot the parameters we estimated from the sessions. So I go to Plotting, Parameters, select Con17XA, load the sessions, and I can, for example, look at the standard wet delay of all sessions for this station. So these are now all the estimated standard wet delays during Con17. Okay, oftentimes you want to test different analysis setups. So for example, you would maybe like to investigate what would happen if you change this parameter slightly. Let's go to Estimation, Least Squares, Troposphere, and simply change the tropospheric standard wet delays to 15 minutes and also halve the estimation intervals of the gradients. We have now only changed the estimation, the part of VLSM. The theoretical delay is still exactly the same. So what we can do now is we can go to Run Options, and only run VLSM now. This will additionally speed up things dramatically. If I now click on Save and Run, it will process all 15 sessions again, but this time it will only run the least squares estimation. Note that I was only allowed to do this since I only changed things in the Estimation tab. If I would have changed in the Models tab as well, then I would also have to run vmod and maybe also vinit. Vmod is by far the most time-consuming module of VieVS. So if you only change some estimated parameters, it might be a good idea to deselect these two and just use VLSM. This time it only took 110 seconds for the processing, so it's roughly half the time. If you go to plotting, parameters, and you reload the directory, you can now have a look at the send-it wet delay with 15-minute interval estimation. Okay, this was everything I want to show you in this video. Next time I will show you how to optimize your analysis in VieVS.